amazing coach, Jay.
Probably never be the same after this.
Portfolio went from 6 units to now 11, all because seminar that Jay put on and put us through and kept us accountable, and I am so eternally grateful for that.
Because of him, I've been having a life-shifting events.
So raise your hand if you've ever worried about being fired or laid off from your job. Okay, so I'm going to be your new best friend because I'm going to show you how to create multiple streams of income so that you never have to worry about being acquired, fired, or laid off ever again. What's up, y'all? My name is Jay Helms, and I am the founder of the W2 Capitalist. And for the last several years, I've been doing this particular program to help people just like you get on the other side of that hump that was holding them back from making their dreams come true in a way that they didn't even know was possible. You see, I created the W2 Capitalist because not only did I see my friends drown in debt, live paycheck to paycheck, and never be able to live out their dreams, but I myself was afraid to face off with being utterly successful, right? From my lower middle class, small town Alabama upbringing, being uberly successful, at least how I defined it, went against the norm, and I struggled with that for 15 years. I created the W2 Capitalist to help 30 to 40-year-old married men and women like you to eliminate the stress and anxiety that comes with financially providing for your family so that you can be even more present both mentally and physically with your spouse and with your children.
I'm focusing on the business and we're making big things happen. Jay and the community is helping us achieve that. One last thing that has forever changed me is just a few months after joining the community, I made the bold move to quit my W2 job.
Because of his coaching, he was able to help me to identify what is it exactly, what is my big why, and what are those, how to achieve that big why with those smaller goals, and what daily action steps needs to be done to making sure we're moving forward. So Jay, now I know what I want and how to get there.
We struggled with finding our why in the big picture. Like what is it that we want? Why do we want to do REI? Why do we want to have this passive income? Within a short time of joining the mastermind, we were able to find that.
Like-minded individuals pursuing the same goal, and that right there was the biggest breakthrough for me, because in my regular W2, I'm not necessarily surrounded by people that are headed in the same direction. The best way to achieve success in any endeavor is to immediately surround yourself with people that have done it, people that are working towards it, and people who want to help you get to where you want to go as well.
For the last 6 years, my wife and I have been investing in real estate while I worked a highly demanding sales job. We were building our rental portfolios slowly on the side, and then 2020 happened, and I was laid off from my 6-figure W2 job. What most people don't know about our success story is the 4 years leading up to closing on our very first rental property. I spent those 4 years on the sidelines. I was huddled up to my own analysis paralysis, hoping that the coach would never call on me. I learned a lot of valuable lessons. One of them was I missed out on the biggest buying opportunity since the Great Depression because I was too scared to muster up the courage to put into action what I was spending hours upon hours upon hours learning about. But that, my friends, was just the beginning. Right? What made my transition, my layoff from the W2 world this year, so easy is by the time I was laid off, we had spent the last 6 years investing while working, right? We had built our rental portfolio up to over 320 units, plus we had a couple more kids. This one will be hard for me to forget. My wife and I, we were 6 months in our first pregnancy, and I was 4 months into an acquisition at the W2. It was my second time to go through this type of acquisition, but this time I was in that middle level management, that's usually the first to let go during these types of acquisitions. And this particular acquisition was a huge failure, right? I found myself always, and when I say always, I mean always, worrying about being laid off And I couldn't help but think what it was going to cost to bring this child into the world, right? Let alone how to financially provide for it, right? Something had to change. And with that emotion and pressure, I broke through my analysis paralysis. I love this story. We closed on our very first property when our firstborn son was 3 weeks old. God, I love that story.
3 things that I struggled with before joining the W2 Capitalist were consistency, clarity, and correction. Clarity as to what action I would be taking, and then correction for the actions that I was taking, but they weren't correct.
Those amazing shifts, I feel so much. I have someone who cares about me, someone who wants to see me succeed. I want to say thank you, Jay. Thank you for being there. Thank you for all what you've been doing. And I'm so excited to see the future. Finally submitted an offer for self-storage. An offer because of Jay.
I joined the W2 Mastermind and W2 Capitalist community because we knew that there was a way to do better. We just didn't really fine-tune on how to get there.
I took action. Thanks to that workshop, I realized that I had to purchase a property like that quarter. You have to break the steps down, and that's what was made clear through that workshop that Jay put through for us, and it was so life-changing. I was able to identify what my why was, which I had an idea, but did I write it down? Did I really spell out how I was going to get there? No. And that's what has driven, what am I going to do for the next year? What am I going to do for this quarter? What am I going to do this week? What am I going to do today to get myself 1% better, to get myself that much closer to achieving my BHAG, my big, hairy, audacious goal? And that's what Jay has done for me.
If you're watching this video right now and you're in a similar position I was, and you know there is a part of you that is afraid to take that step forward to close on your first deal. You keep telling yourself excuse after excuse after excuse, right? Did I calculate it properly? Do I know the market well enough? Did I look at the right comps? Or did I miss anything on the rehab cost? It possibly could be that your fear, you are afraid you're going to be judged by your friends or even worse, your family, because you have ambitions to become a real estate investor. That was me, right? And you don't know what to do. And if that is you, then I am telling you right now, my 90-day analysis paralysis breakthrough course is absolutely for you. So I want to invite you to step forward. I want to invite you to join me for the next 90 days as we go through a process step by step, holding your hand, having your back. Let me ask you a question. When is the last time somebody had your back, right? And held you accountable to be your highest and greatest of all, right? Well, that's what my one-on-one coaching program is all about. Look, if you are in any way, and I mean any way, interested, and you know that this is the sign that you've been looking for, then fill out the form below. We'll find a time to get on a call together and decide together whether or not this is a good fit for you, right? From my heart to yours, thank you for watching this video all the way to the end, but also for just being you. I know where you are, and I know I can help you get on the other side of whatever it is that's holding you back.